Welcome to Score One for the Grades, episode
5.
episode 5. Typically, you're the keeper of the episodes,
Yeah.
but we've done so many takes now. I know which episode it is.
Shh, you're not supposed to tell people that.
I'm just
We get
saying
it in one take,
it was
babe.
hard to act surprised this time. It was like, okay, I didn't say episode 5 times, 2 times. Anyways, we're gonna start the show with something we started last week,
Yes.
which is Akiba, What We Burning.
We are burning backyard honeysuckle from Bath and Body Works.
And backyard honeysuckle from
Mhm.
Bath and Body Works.
Yes.
Okay. Typically, I'm a fruity type dude, but I'm gonna keep it open. Wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. Wait a minute. Let me get a quick TO. No. Uh, usually I enjoy fragrances that are more towards the fruit flavors.
Same here.
Yeah. So
But I wanted to keep an open mind and try new things.
I'm gonna have an open mind as well. If it's banging, I'm gonna let you know it's banging. If it ain't,
Me
I'm gonna let
too.
you know it ain't.
Yep.
Backyard honeysuckle from Bath and Body Works.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Cool. At
This
the end,
actually, this was recommended to me by somebody.
oh, does it come highly recommended?
Mm, Not gonna say highly recommended, but they enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I pushed it further with the highly. Like
I
they
don't know.
either, they either liked it or they didn't. But anyway, we're gonna continue on with the show with our normal format of wife question, then husband question, then we're gonna do a question from the outside, and then we're gonna talk about what happened this week.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So you know what's first. Wife question. Well, you
Okay.
know what? We have done before. I mean,
Yes, yes, we have. So that's why I'm like, what?
yeah, we have switched it up before. But what I'm going to do is I guess uh let you decide this time.
Okay.
Which one you want to do first? You want to hear mine or you want to do yours?
Let me do mine because, and it's a little
Yours a little one.
deep.
We got a deep one?
Hmm.
Okay. All right. We'll do wife question, then we'll do husband question, then we'll do the outside question, then we'll do what we got going on for the week, starting, like I said, with the wife question.
Okay. What season of the marriage do you think was the hardest?
What season of the marriage was the most difficult?
Hmm.
I would say five, the first five, since we got 20 something in, I can say to first 5 years. The first 5 years. The first 5 years. But
The
I mean,
first five?
yeah, the first 5 years was the season that was the most difficult.
I didn't say difficult. I said challenging.
Challenging. They're synonymous to me. So maybe I should ask you what you mean
Challenging
by
sounds a
challenging.
little softer than difficult.
Okay.
But no, I mean, you're right. They are the same, but I wanted to sugarcoat.
Challenging sounds better to you?
I don't know. I guess so.
I can go with challenging. It means the same thing to me, so I can
I
go with
mean,
challenging.
you are absolutely right. It means the same thing, but
Um,
one is, I guess, is softer than
okay, well, with a soft tone, I'll
Wait,
say that
stop
the
us.
well,
A soft tone, baby, hush.
no, really, I was trying to add. You wanted soft, so I was trying to add a soft. What there's scripture says like a soft voice brings something. I don't know. I forgot it.
You're being facetious.
I'm not being facetious. I'm not being facetious. I'm really trying to make it less. I don't know.
Answer, baby,
What
answer.
season
Yeah.
was the most challenging? My
Mhm.
answer is the first 5 years. And
Woo.
It there's a lot of other adjectives I would, describe the first 5 years of being. Um, but, actually, I don't you might not even remember that your dad actually told me that the first 5 was finna be the most the most difficult. Challenging, the most challenging, and it was, but I think I know why anyway. I know why.
Okay, why? Since you think you know.
I alluded to it I alluded to this in a previous podcast, but it's the approach towards marriage.
Mm,
We didn't do anything, well, we did do something different, but what's common is that people approach it without the proper training, and we approached it without the proper training. So that let's say if you 17 and if you 17 and somebody gifts you with a Ferrari,
okay,
you ain't never drove before,
alright.
and somebody gifts you with a Ferrari. So now you have a Ferrari, but you've never driven before, and you ain't never had no training, you never had no drive, whatever. You may be able to drive that Ferrari and not have any kind of accidents or incidents. May. There's some people get behind the wheel and they naturals. 9 times out of 10, somebody who drives something with the amount of horsepower that a Ferrari has, and that's their first vehicle, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna get beat up in some type of way. And they didn't do anything prior to, as far as investing in that Ferrari. Somebody gifted it to them.
Okay,
So until you know what it's like to drive a Ferrari, or know what it's like to drive, period, and know the do's and the don'ts and the this and that, you're gonna have a challenging time. Now, I do have more of appreciation for the word challenging, because if I use that same analogy, you're gonna have a challenging time trying to drive a Ferrari, and that was the first time you drove before. So it's gonna be challenging. But when you do gain experience, you're gonna become better at driving that Ferrari. And the same thing, with marriage, provided that you want to become better, that two people want to
mhm,
become better. Um, and so that comes with all type of stuff. It comes with um sometimes it comes with more than challenging situations, some real difficulties in them first 5 years. And but I mean, you make it out on the other side of it, um, much stronger and wiser. But it's definitely the most challenging. Would you agree with that?
Yes, yes, I do. But I get, yeah, I do agree that it was the first 5, and it was the element of learning. Yep.
Mm. What was
Yes,
okay.
I do agree.
And due to the approach, the lack of training prior to.
I can't say that.
Well,
I
that's
don't
why I
wanna
asked you,
say
did you agree?
no, I don't wanna say training or anything. I
Okay.
like to say we didn't know we it that's I feel like it's the most challenging time because that's when you're really getting to know each other living together. You're in each other's space. You're learning how each other does certain things. You may not agree with your approach. Like, let's take food. Let's take food, right? You say what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours.
No,
We're
you say
sharing.
was. Oh, no,
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 you
yeah,
you say that,
yeah, I
right?
say that.
So
Yes, yes, yes,
so
yes,
so
yes,
we're
yes, yes.
sharing.
Yes.
So I'll go to the store. I'll get a snack, right? You don't typically eat this snack, but I get
What's the
it.
snack? Oh, you don't
Mhm.
want to say what the snack is.
Strawberry wafers. Strawberry wafers,
Okay,
okay?
okay, a snack that I wouldn't go in the store and
You would
buy.
not go in the store and buy,
I got you.
but you
Okay.
will absolutely be like, "Can I have some?" And you'll eat some of those, right? You'll go and get you some chocolate cookies. The important word is chocolate. That means it's all yours because I can't eat chocolate. Your snacks consist of like the cosmic moon brownies, but I'll have like some honey buns, right? You'll be out of your cosmic brownies and you'll be like, can I have a honey bun? Because, what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. Did I put you on blast? I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
No, no, no,
It
no,
just,
no.
I don't know why that just hit me.
I I I categorically deny 90% of what you just said.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't no, that's I don't think that's true. Well,
Okay.
let's go back to the store. First of all, if you're in the store and we're in the store together, right? You get whatever you want to get.
Exactly.
Get whatever you want.
You're right.
What tends to happen is you get something that I'm not rocking with.
I,
I get something that you not rocking with. And then we also get something that we probably both would rock with.
the
That's typically what
strawberry
happens. I
wafers you do not rock with. I'm
no,
really getting.
let's make it something that I'm definitely not rock. Let's say something like some cashews or some popcorn with the the whatever kind of popcorn with the nacho drizzle or whatever.
Oh,
You
that's
got snacks that I'm not eating the same way. Now, I'm not allergic to them the way you're allergic to chocolate, no doubt. But I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that for sure. And you might get some type of fruit with some caramel dip or whatever. I'm not eating none of that. I'm not eating none of that. And that's cool. The same way if I were, which is very rare, to get some chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, I'm talking about on my own, just get some chocolate chip cookies. When I used to get chocolate chip cookies, especially like the kind that you bake or whatever kind, I'm also getting sugar cookies.
so when
I'm
you
also
okay.
getting
So,
when I used to get chocolate Oreos, I'm also getting the yellow Oreos.
but
Like,
check this out. But check this out. But when yours runs out, when your personal runs out, but I still have my personal. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not
okay,
talking
let's
about
go
when.
there. Okay, let's go there. I'm going to disagree with you, but I'm going to compliment you in my disagreement. The reason why I disagree is because I don't go and be like, "Mm, can I have some?"
You don't do that.
Usually, what happens is you're offering. You be like, "You want some strawberry wafers?" Well, I mean, ain't got nothing else. It's not going. Okay, sure, I'll try some strawberry wafers, but that ain't me saying. It ain't like I went to you on some now that I ate my chocolate brownie covered whatever is now I'm coming over there. "Mm, see what you got."
I
Nah, that's not. I'm
disagree.
not doing that. You to your credit
Sometimes I
likes to
do
share.
offer, yes.
You share and you
Mhm.
say you want you want some wafers, you want some this, you want some that. Sometimes you even might offer something that I'm definitely not eating. But don't act like you don't buy stuff that you know Linwood Gray is not going to touch. Well, Gray ain't touching that. Cause I even joke to myself when you do and say, okay, she wanted something she know I wasn't gonna have no interest in whatsoever,
Oh,
which is
that's
cool. Which
no,
is cool.
because that's what I've said.
It's
That is
cool.
what I've said, and because I couldn't eat it, but anything I have, you absolutely can eat.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you put this in a category? Category is Linwood or the category is Akiba?
Okay.
Put that in the category. Okay. All right. Brownies.
Linwood.
Okay. Uh I'm gonna go hummus.
Akiba.
Okay. Um how about peanut butter and jelly?
Are you serious? So you are the one who does the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but I eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I just don't eat them as much as you do. I get on you because you like to eat them for dinner. And I'm like, no. But apparently, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dinner is highly acceptable.
I love it. But but, you wouldn't say that's a Linwood thing?
No.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. But but the bottom line is, I'm not asking you like that, you offering it.
We can
Yeah,
agree to disagree.
that's cool.
Now, now, I have to say in some cases I do offer. But let me ask you this, right?
Mhm. I'm
I'm sitting
listening.
there and I'm eating a snack that both of us can have. And let's say I don't have a snack. As you sit over there and you're eating your cookies or you're eating your chocolate candy. I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I had a snack. You can't say, do you want any? Because I can't eat it.
Yeah, but see, there's context to this situation. There's context. See, these same chocolate chip cookies I may have bought at the same time that your snack was bought. You ate yours. Now, I might have even that night, I might have forgot I even had them. Oh, you know what? I got some chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
It ain't like I went to the store, got me some chocolate chip cookies and didn't consider you, and now I'm coming home with some big old fat chocolate chip cookies and I
But you
break it out
sitting over there like
at
this,
10 like,
eating your chocolate chip cookies like, "Yeah, I got some." You don't.
come on now. You know good and well I'm not acting like that. You making that up. You making that up. I am not looking or acting like that. As a matter of fact, I might try to even sneak. I might try to sneak because I know it's something you can't have. But other times I might not be sneaking because I'm like, okay, we bought these on a Wednesday. I didn't eat mine till Friday. You ate yours Wednesday and Thursday. I mean, what you want me to do? Like, now I want mine.
I'm just saying how you make sure you have something specifically for you, and I can never have anything specifically for me.
I don't make sure of that. Is the thing.
No,
I don't make sure of that.
but you do. But you do. Subconsciously, you do. That is going to be that is yours.
And see,
You can set that
and see,
there.
that's why I asked you about peanut butter and jelly because there's plenty of times I go to the store, I'm getting your thing, whatever your thing is. You may
Yeah.
even ask me for it,
Mhm.
and the thing I get is the bread, the peanut butter, and the jelly. That was the thing that I wanted while you was eating your whatever. That's what I wanted
I
while you
think
was
you're
eating your
missing
whatever.
my point, and I'm not trying to be funny. See, that is something community. That can never be just yours because I can actually eat that. But what I'm saying is in a marriage, there should be something that is just specific to you, just yours. And you can always have that by eating chocolate.
Oh, I see. You're talking about I forgot that you were
We
equating that
we pivoted
to
so
that.
much.
But that's not. I mean, okay. So then I I'd have to, that's by default because of your allergy.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing that I'm allergic to. Well, I don't have a food allergy specifically that you get that I'm allergic to,
But
but you get it. I mean, I
but I like to say this. I like this to be on the record. I sometimes when it comes to the snacks, sometimes I be looking to see what can I get that I know he will not eat. And
never
I
said
do
that.
some no, but I do. I pick it out like the strawberry wafers, right? I pick that out. I'm like, you're not gonna want any of these. I know you're not gonna want any of these, right? And then I'll offer it to you because I'm polite. I want your answer to be no, but you surprise me when you say yes, and I'm like,
Oh
oh, okay.
snap!
Then I'll
Oh
say, but
snap!
then have you heard me say, oh, you like these? Have you ever heard me say, "Oh, you like these?" Cause I got it, cause I'm thinking you're not gonna want this.
So that wasn't a legitimate offer?
Not really.
Oh, snap. See, I just learned something.
You did.
I just learned something. So, but that's with the food. But you do feel like it should be something that's yours.
Absolutely. It should be something that is yours.
Yeah. And you have a lot.
Okay.
I mean, when I say something that's yours, I'm talking about like, yeah, I don't, yeah, you,
Who's complaining?
no why, no why. A lot of bags, your own closet.
But I had to you've had your own space before, the man cave, and so I finally said, "Can I just have this one out of how many years? This is the first time I've ever had my space." I've always said, "Let you have it." Say it ain't so.
Trying to jog my memory right now. Maybe,
I know. I know.
maybe.
And even when I got my space, what did I do? In the main closet, in our closet,
No,
I
whoa, whoa,
even
whoa,
gave
whoa,
you some
whoa.
space,
No,
right?
no, yeah, y- yes,
I tried to be nice.
yes. Yes, you gave me some space. Yes, you have a whole. Well, never. Yes, you did give me some of your space that you had in our joint closet. Seeing as how that now you have a whole walk-in closet to yourself.
Okay.
I ain't complaining. My question is, I'm so looking forward to hearing what you say about this because it's a real question. Real question. My question is, what is your preferred way that I handle when we are out in public and we encounter a female that I know? I ain't talking about like no ex, no flame, nothing like that, no ex flame, nothing like that. Just a female that I know, could be from work or whatever, somebody's cousin or whatever. But I know this female, you don't know them now. We out in public, we encounter them. We either gonna pass right by him, or maybe she, I don't know if she speaks or whatever. What's your preferred method that I handle that situation? And I got a few different options, but without giving you any options and just hearing what you come up with, I want to hear if you had your druthers
Have you been watching my face as you ask this question?
watching your face. I see it on the screen a little bit. Yeah, I can see that there's, I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, it ain't good. It don't look like it's
Honey,
good vibes, but
supposed to be transparent, right?
yeah, man. I don't want you to lie to me.
Here's the best thing to do. Cause it's funny that you asked me this question because you put me in this situation last week, and
I put you in the
yes, you
situation.
did, and I felt like you handled it perfectly.
Okay, I'm
We
okay.
were leaving a store, and apparently somebody you work with said, "Hey," and you were like, "Hey, what's up?" Or you may have said, "Hey, what's up?" to that person, and then they spoke, and then you said, "I work with that person." That's how that took place, and I was waiting, like, I that you were not going to make, and I'm not gonna say make it all the way to the car, because that make it sound bad, but we were if you had not said it in the time frame that you had said it in, I was formulating the words to say, "Excuse me, but who was that?"
You mean the part where I work with her? You talking about that's the part that you was waiting for me to
Yes. You need to tell me, like, when you speak, like, why are you speaking?
so when I encounter him, I speak. Okay, why are you speaking? Okay.
Like, you
What if what
say,
if
"This
what if
is blah, blah, blah." I feel like, as my husband, you need to tell me how you know this said person. You're speaking to him.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's push it a little bit further.
Okay.
Cause this is something I want to know.
Mhm.
So if let's say we going down the same aisle in a grocery store, to where now it's a little bit more because of the space confines, there's a bit more of an encounter. So there's more than just probably the, "Hey, how you doing?" And let's even say, you know people differently at work. So like like this person works over in this section over here. You see them every day, but y'all don't really know each other like that. You made to give a head nod at work, but now you see them out in public. So now it's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Boom, you keep it passing. But let's say now it's somebody that you work with, like you work with this person. You actually have multiple conversations a day with this person. So when you out, it ain't just gonna be a head nod or hey, what's up? You gonna stop and have an encounter.
If you're gonna have an encounter like that, then I don't care that you stop and speak. Introduce me. Introduce me as your wife. Hey, the first thing should be, hey, such and such, this is my wife. And I go about my business.
Okay, so so the little drive by, hey, how you doing? Just within a few seconds, I need to be saying where I know her from. The close encounter, there needs to be an introduction.
Yes.
Nigga, what doozy? What if it's an ex? What if it's an ex girlfriend? And I'm talking about one of these.
So if an ex-girlfriend is coming down the aisle, and you
Mhm.
know that this is an ex-girlfriend coming down the aisle, let's say I'm on your right side. So they're coming down on your left side. So before we even do that, number one, I need to be switching sides. And you say, I just want to let you know that this is an ex come down the whatchamacallit. I don't care if you speak to him or not.
Let's say we somewhere, my ex is in the room, or not in the room, but in the store. Let's say in the store.
Okay.
My ex is in the store in the Old Navy, whatever, right?
Mm-mm. Let's stop.
Okay.
Let's change it. Because this really happened. On a cruise. You were on a cruise with an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, holy moly, guacamole! Why you look? See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. That's
I know
exactly what I'm
what you're
talking about.
talking about.
That's the energy and the look as if I booked a cruise with my ex-girlfriend. Like I, I'm just surprised as anybody.
So
As probably she is just surprised. What are the chances?
you were so it was so awkward. It was awkward because I'm walking in the hallway and then you do something funny. You make your demeanor was so like you were so uncomfortable. And I didn't understand. We are just walking down the hall, so what's gotten you so uncomfortable? And you tell me my
I don't remember.
ex-girlfriend is right there. What? I don't care. You never even had to point her out to me. So then when you pointed her out to me, that's when it was like, and you know what? To this day, I still don't know which one it was. And we ran into her another time on the ship. As big as this ship was, we run into you twice. And I cannot tell you what this person looked like because it was just so, I don't care. But you were awkward. You made the situation awkward.
Way more than twice.
Oh, it was more than twice?
It was more than twice.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right, because we were on the excursion and they were on the same excursion. That's right.
I mean, we don't have.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
well, okay. Let me get
Yep.
let me get to it. Is you're absolutely right. First of all, it's is one of those things you don't have experience with. It's never happened.
Mhm.
You taken aback because okay, we are several states away from not only where we live now, but where we're from. We're even farther from where we're from.
Mhm.
And so of like that's almost lottery type chances that something like that would happen, in my view. So the initial thing is just the shock of like what in the world? Like how in the world this happened? And then you don't know, I don't know how you about to feel about it. So there's that nervousness about it because like you said a couple times, you know how you are. So if you know how you are, and I've been with you for over 20 years, then I don't know what type what the energy about to be. So
So
there's nervous energy about that because I don't know I have no idea what's about to happen.
so I asked you a question, and it was a valid question. I said, because it would affect me. So I'm trying to gauge the situation.
Okay.
I said, how did it end? You said it was not a good breakup. So the reason why I asked that question is because what type of interaction is she going to have with me? Not me with her,
Well,
because she could still be mad with you after 20 years. But other than that, I've had we've been married for more than 20 years. What's she gonna do?
yeah, I mean, but I would probably feel the exact same way. I would be cool as a cucumber if we ran into an ex of yours. Again, unless I found out there was unless there was like unless this is a violent guy or something like that, and then
Mhm.
I already know spoken about this guy being a violent guy, then yeah, I might be on a little bit on alert. Absent that, I'm gonna be cool as a cucumber too. It ain't nothing. And then too, like I know the person's personality plays into it too. I don't. That person is unpredictable in terms of not like something bad happening. She might be the type person to come speak.
Okay. You're an ex.
Okay, but I'm just saying I've never crossed those waters, so that's why I got nervous energy about it because I've never crossed those waters
I
before.
don't I do not care, did not care. The only thing that I was like, did it break up bad? Because I don't know what type of energy that person's gonna have with me.
So let's get to the topic.
Okay.
So, and this is something I really want to know.
Mhm.
Would you now? Let's say it's you brought up the cruise, okay? So let's say we're in the same environment. We all on Lido deck. Like, do you want me to completely ignore this person? Do you want me to introduce you to
No,
this person?
y'all have not had if they came over to you and spoke, that's totally fine. You're gonna introduce me. Okay, that should be the first thing that you do. But if y'all are there in Lido, are y'all speaking? If y'all are not speaking, then there's no need in me having an interaction. Really, it's never a need for me to have an interaction with an ex.
But like if we on Lido, we in our chairs, and I'm talking about maybe 10 feet away. I look up, we may be watching some reels on our phone, and I look up, and 10 feet away, there's an X in they chair.
So,
Do cool. I'm just saying, do you want me to tell you this, or do you want me to keep it to
no,
myself?
you can tell me, "Oh, I used to
Okay.
date her over there." Oh, okay. 'Cause again, I don't know the type of vibe they're going to be on. So, to keep me in the know, like, she could be one who wanna pop off. So, if let's just say she does pop off for me, some stranger popping off for me for what? So, if I then find out that that's an ex, Imma be really mad at you because you shoulda told me that this was an ex. That's it.
Um. Okay.
It's some good stuff.
You think so?
Yeah. But no, I don't care. As long as you introduce me and you acknowledge that you just spoke to somebody in a second after you do it, we're good. But if I have to say, "Oh, who is that?" That's when I'm not too happy.
Okay. All right. Okay. Quick encounter, let you know who it was. Longer encounter, introduction. X definitely uh getting the message to you that X in the building. Okay.
But how do you remember how my reaction was on the cruise? I was just like, "Whatever."
Yeah, yeah, but I I don't remember the exact words. The energy I felt was like that's why I asked the question 'cause, I was confused by it. It was almost like, "So why are you telling me?" And I'm like, "To me, I'm telling you for obvious reasons, but I only hey, if that's the energy, hey, let's hit it ass straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2." I mean, I don't know what I don't know what to make of it. So now when it came to me, um a couple of days ago, I said, "You know what? I know something I can ask her because I really like to know what's her preferred method." And then we've had several times in the store, male and female. I just know a lot of people. It's nothing for us to be in the store and somebody speak to me.
Yeah.
So it is awkward sometimes when it's females because I don't,
Introduce me. Long conversations, introduce me. The nod, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever. Tell me, "I know them, blah, blah, blah." We good.
mm,
How do you feel,
about what?
the scenario?
It I didn't know what to make. You talking about me knowing some? Are you talking about the other way around or
The other way around.
the other way? Oh, you talking about if you encounter a guy that you know.
Mhm.
Interesting, because I never actually put myself in on that side of it because yeah, I never actually put myself on that side of it. So that was interesting. It's interesting. The quick second I was over there. Um, you're I definitely see why you say after a period of time you're gonna want to know who that.
Mhm.
Cause yeah, okay, we put myself there and there's any sort of, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever, I am just curious, really. I'm gonna be curious as to who's that. And so then if you don't say who that is, well, then that probably intensifies the curiosity. Now it's like it goes from, "Oh, who that?" to, "Oh,
Right.
if they if he said, "Who that?" So yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I can see that. It's interesting that I had not put myself in that side of the scenario yet. Probably because how often I'm the one
Yes,
encountering somebody,
you are. You are. And like I oof. Mm, yeah.
and then I'm cute too. It's like, golly, man, that make it even harder. I don't know what that face supposed to be, but outside question. Outside question.
Oh, the outside question.
Yeah, we need one. Going to the piggy bank, to the outside question piggy bank.
Yes, I had one. I
Oh,
had one. Sorry. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
This a doozy
A doozy for outside questions?
for an outside question.
All right, let's get it.
How do we protect our marriage from outside pressures? You know, we just really talked about it and we didn't even really realize it, but we just talked about it.
Say more.
Okay. So we have a very small group of friends. Okay. And we don't have friends that's the opposite sex. It's not on purpose. It just happened that way.
What you mean is not on purpose?
I mean, we just never had outside friends that were the opposite sex.
But this didn't just happen that way.
How do you figure it didn't just happen that way?
Because I had mad friends on the opposite. I probably had mostly friends that were girls before we got married. And
Mhm.
then in and then I marriage, how challenging that can that can be.
Mhm.
And so, I then was not as I know then I didn't have a bunch of friends of the opposite sex anymore. You put it that way. I mean, nothing that you
It
did.
just so happened.
I
It
think I
happened.
think that you said that I think you're able to say it just happened that way because you didn't do anything in that regard. Like you didn't say, "Oh, you better get rid of them." You better
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Yeah, you never did nothing like that. And then um maybe different moves kind of solidified it as we moved further and further and further away, both physically from situation. Because then in our first couple years, we interacted with some of my friends.
Right. Mhm. We did. And so that's why when I say it just so happened that way
Heck, maybe you're right.
makes it
Maybe you're right because
right. It
because it
just so
wasn't really
happened.
intentional. It
Right.
wasn't really intentional.
Then we move.
Yeah, I guess
And
you're
so
right.
now in a new situation, it just nothing really like
You know what? I stand corrected. I was thinking I had recalled it being a little bit more intentional, but that's not the case. It was not intentional. It was
and
man,
then it
you're right
became
about
the
that.
norm.
Mhm.
So it wasn't intentional, and then it became the norm because with that, you're gonna open up to more stress. You can make your it could complicate the stuff.
Now Imma disagree a little bit, but Imma agree with
Disagree.
what you said at first. Imma continue and say that when you say it just happened like that, to me, it continues to just happen like that. And if I really think about it, it ain't been no it ain't been like there's a female that I'm almost about to be friends with, and then I decide, "Oh, but you know what? I'm married. Let me not be friends with let me not be friends with them." That hasn't happened really either. It's kinda been more think about this. Think about this. We've been out in our first few years of being married and we lived at home. We not only went out with several of my female friends, but also male friends
Mhm.
who, through circumstance, we really became distant. But that wasn't
It
intentional
wasn't
either. That was
intentional.
just
No,
moving and different things happening or whatever. And so,
life was lifing
yeah, so it wasn't even it didn't become an opposite sex thing or same sex thing. It was really just a thing. So it was just a thing. Cause like it ain't like I moved where we moved and I picked up a bunch of male friends. I haven't picked up a bunch of male friends here either. It just
so it just happened. But I think that's how we just I mean, we don't really have any outside influences because we kinda
uh,
kept to
you brought that home too.
ourselves.
I forgot that was even part of the question.
Yeah.
Or the question.
Mhm.
We don't really have much outside influences because it's not like that friend that's in your ear talking about, "What? It's true. If he uh, I know you ain't take that, did you? Nah, you, blah, blah, blah," and it ain't that person don't exist. You don't really have that person. We never yeah.
Because when you do, like when something happens and you just gotta get something off your chest and you go blabber to somebody, well, when y'all go back and make up, that person's gonna still be in their feelings and it just makes things complicated. So there's no outside. Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Um,
question.
yeah, yeah,
Good
yeah.
question.
So how would now okay, but if I extend it to now advice, there are people though who do have lots of friends and got lots of friends around them. Couples that do have a whole bunch of other people. They got their best friend that's a girl. Sometimes they got their best friend that's a guy. They got all those types of things around them. So how do you let outside influences not negatively influence the marriage if you do have those type of friends? Let's say you got good 5, 6 girlfriends. One of them is your best friend, and then you got about 3, 4 male friends just that you grew up with. They was friends in the 4th grade, so they friends now.
That's a hard question.
Want me to answer it?
Yeah.
I was giving you
Yeah,
the
no. Go right ahead.
I think that, A,
Mhm.
you don't tell your business. That's especially not to somebody who cannot,
Hold
add
water.
well, definitely, yeah, I mean, yeah, that just would be silly if you told your business to people who tell other people business. That's silly, and some people like, "Man, I can't believe so and so, betrayed my trust or told." Really? You can't believe that? So as long as you've been around so and so, you can't believe they told? But anyway, nah, I wasn't even saying from a telling standpoint. I was just saying period. Like, don't tell your business. I mean, certain stuff is supposed to be kept in the house.
Now, I have a question,
Mhm,
okay? It's me and you, husband and wife. We're one, right?
mhm.
Everybody knows.
What would this fall under? Would this fall under a second wife question?
No. What?
I'm asking what
What is the
category would
wait,
this
wait, wait,
be?
wait, what does the second wife have to do with it?
No. Would this fall under the second question by the wife? Jeez Louise. Hey, we're not Mormons.
Woo! Reel me back in.
Please. Please.
Yes, it is a second wife question,
Okay.
but that just made me forget my question.
Mm. Sound like that might be a good thing for me.
What were you saying? Because it was a great question. Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. Okay, we're one, right? But
Yes.
at some point, we're going to get mad at each other,
What?
and it doesn't help to hold it in. So when you say you can't tell nobody, that's you can't you have to have an outlet. It has to be somebody that you can tell.
Jesus. Well, okay, look. Okay, look. All right. Okay. Having an outlet, getting to express, you right. You right. You can
Relay your concern without relaying all your details. You
and
don't have to
and
put your business out there. You can
and you don't have to put your spouse down. You
mm,
don't have to put your spouse down because okay, you just said it yourself. If you if you rewind 5 minutes, you said it yourself. The people who, let's say, people who love and care about you, whoever this person is that you wanna unload on, right? They
mhm,
love and care about you.
yep,
So if you tell them
mhm,
that you're with a low down dirty dog, then they're gonna believe you're with a low down dirty dog.
okay.
And that may not be reflective of really how you feel, but you in the moment, you this, you that. And people do have flaws. If you're only given a person
The
the
negative.
information on their flaws, if that's then to that person, that's who you are. Every time I hear you talking about this person, I'm hearing a flaw. So, I mean, what comes with that is okay. Now, if that person thinks that you with somebody that's garbage, then you can't be surprised when things happen accordingly.
But do you feel like you can tell when it's just you can talk
I think you don't have to go. I don't think you got to go too much
in detail?
into certain details. I mean, you can
Okay.
maybe say how you feeling. I mean, I think there's to an extent where you can say, even like, okay, if you're trying to process a conversation, and so you like you understand that you in it, you emotional about it, so you want to bounce that conversation off on somebody else to get another perspective. Okay, but when you do that, you have to also consider. You have to be wise about who that person is
Yes.
because um that's an outside influence that may they're bringing their stuff into what their opinion may be. Times.
So then it's safe to say that not all advice is good advice.
Definitely not all advice is good advice. I mean, definitely not that. Not all sources of advice is good sources of advice.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not saying you always talk to somebody that's professional. I'm not saying you always talk to clergy, a minister, or sometimes you do have friends. Sometimes you do have family members, and you respect their opinion, and you might want to know a different perspective on something that happened. But just constant bad mouthing sessions about your mate, to me, is counterproductive. It doesn't solve nothing. As much as you wish or much as you may be unloading that, I think you gotta find a different way to unload. If your method is just crashing out on your mate to somebody else, I don't know. I don't see how that solves anything.
Okay. That was great conversation. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So, what happened this week?
What happened this week? Without
Mhm.
giving too many details.
Oh, you got a pleasant
I
surprise?
do. I do. I'm not gonna give a
Yeah,
whole lot of
you end up
details,
having
but
a pleasant surprise. You
I
can't
had
even
a pleasant surprise. I had some unexpected visitors, and it just made my day, my entire week. It was just it was awesome. Yeah.
mhm.
Went
Go ahead.
went shopping and just had dinner, quality time with the fam. Perfect. Awesome. I was, um,
Yeah.
"Is breakfast ready yet? Is my breakfast?" I said, "Mm-mm, you don't do that. We can say, is breakfast going to be ready soon?"
That's
But
funny.
it still warmed my heart.
Warmed your heart?
It warmed my heart.
Okay. Um,
And that's why he says that.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. One day we'll tell that story. How you became,
How I became,
well,
that's a real name.
oh, one more thing. I have to give an assessment of backyard honeysuckle.
Oh, yeah, backyard honeysuckle. So, all right, it has been burning for over an hour and 30 minutes.
Mine is
Tell me
probably
about it.
my review now. I'm going to have to switch my review up to being more of a housekeeping issue here within the pod.
Okay.
To give a fair assessment, to give a fair assessment, I think that from now on we need the candle burning right here. And the reason why I say that is because for the second straight week now, I'm telling you, I smell absolutely nothing. I don't smell a thing. I don't smell a single thing. I don't smell nothing that smell bad. I don't smell nothing that smell good. I just smell the oxygen in the air.
Okay. So then that would be bad because when it comes to candles and throws, the throw is supposed to fill the room. So if the candle is like right here to me, it's the candle is next to me. You should be able to smell it. This candle should permeate
You're right.
in
You're
in
right.
the whole room.
You're
So
right.
if you move it closer, I don't feel like that would be an accurate assessment
It
for
definitely,
a review.
it definitely would not be an accurate assessment for the throw because it's
Correct.
right there in front
Because
of
it's
you.
right there.
You're right. You're
So
right.
I can smell it. I smell the candle.
How do you like the scent?
Mm. It is not one of my favorites. It's not bad, but it's more floral and floral is not my favorite fragrance. But
It's probably not going to be one of my faves either because I
it's
am a fruit flavored
right. I know
person as relates to candles.
you're fruit flavored, but it's backyard honeysuckle, so that means it's going to be floral. And it absolutely is strong. It does have a strong fragrance. It is not permeating the room. Again, it's been burning for like an hour and a half. And I only really smell it in this small area. It does not, it's not wafting into the room. I would recommend it if you like flowers. I'm not even a bouquet flower type of person, but um it was recommended because it reminded somebody of their youth growing up, them being in their backyard and eating the honeysuckle. And I remember doing it as a kid too. So I was trying to get that candle for nostalgia purposes, but it does not remind me of my backyard, though it does say a bee is getting ready to come because it's so pungent with the floral.
When you're saying the way you're saying when you smell it, you get the sense that a bee is
Mhm.
coming.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. So
okay.
you know how you standing in a bunch of flowers and you smell the flowers and you see all the bees around the flowers? That's what it reminds me of. I'm surrounded by flowers, but only in this small area. Surrounded by flowers and a bee is gonna come. So
Okay.
it's not a bad thing, but just it's not a backyard, and it definitely does not remind me of the honeysuckle.
Okay. All right. Well, that will conclude our episode for today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Please like,
Subscribe
hit that
and
hit that
follow button.
yeah, that follow button and drop a review, preferably with 5 stars
Yes, 5
on
stars.
Apple and Spotify. That really if you hit us with the 5 star joint on Apple and Spotify. Matter of fact, on all platforms.
All platforms. Until
Till next
next week,
time. Score one.
for the grays.